What is going on, everyone? Scion's here, beardless, goateeless. It was a sad day. If you missed my Halloween stream, though, totally worth it. Lots of screams, lots of cussing. Yes. I didn't do that before. Jesus Christ! You slippery little whore. So let's just get all the stuff out of the way. You can find me every day on Twitch. I take Thursdays off. I'm here, I'm streaming, I'm live for you guys most days, doing Warcraft or some other stuff. And now that we're in this lull of not having really anything to play, or everything's on the status quo, I'm waiting. I've got 8 days to start doing some new games, and I can't wait. So come find me on Twitch. I'll be there. Sound good? All right, let's get into the meat of what I'm going to talk about today. Today, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to main in Shadowlands, how I came to that decision, and if you guys are just coming back to Shadowlands, you're a new player, or you want to look at something different, let me show you how I, the everyday player, go and find the information and how I play and I test and I look at things and what feels good. And at the end of the day, not overly min-maxing on the class I want to play, but playing what I like to play and playing what I love. Let's get into it. All right, so as you see right here, I'm going to play what I want to play. So I'm already maining a Beast Mastery Hunter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the beta as I'm testing it, because I got lucky to get into the beta. And I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to copy my character over. I'm going to see how it feels. And you can see here, I'm just doing my talent check down just to make sure, hey, I've got everything where I want it. I've read some articles. I'm looking at some things. There was some debate between Killer Cobra, as you see here, an aspect of the beast. We don't know how that's going to play out yet. And that's okay. But I'm going to test. I'm going to make sure that one of the things I found is you need to make sure as a Beast Mastery Hunter, you've got a tank pet. A tank pet. Pets, when you first get into beta, they're very squishy. They're very, very squishy. They'll probably be squishy on live if they're not tank pets. So that's going to be an important thing. And one of the things that I learned is that a rhino is not a tank pet. And I couldn't understand why a rhino wasn't a tank pet. Well, that's not how it's classified. So I had to pull out the bear, the polar bear, and then I had no problems after this. So again, I'm coming in, I have my mythic gear on. It's easy to play Beast Mastery Hunter. I'm never going to say it's not easy to play Beast Mastery Hunter. That's not the point. The point is I like playing a hunter. Right now, most of the times I will play the top spec, or at some point I will change to the meta and the top spec. Please do not get caught up in that if you're playing for fun. There's no reason. If you're playing for fun, and you want to do some of the content and the world quests and the questing and have fun and make alts, realistically, playing the meta, if you don't enjoy it, is going to take away some of your fun. I totally get that. However, this was my choice, was Hunter. I love Hunter. I love the Ranger class. I love Dritz de Erden. All of those things I love. Now, again, it's not a true Ranger class because I didn't even give survival a shot. Survival's not even on my radar. I never agreed to survival. I don't have to play it. I don't care at this point. If it was the meta for PvE, for raiding and Mythic Plus, I still don't think I would do it. I probably just wouldn't run that content because I'm against that. I don't believe in it. And again, you play the way you want. This is how I'm going to play. Hunter's in very good form, very good spot in beta, Beast Mastery wise. We'll go over some statistics here after we go over the Hunter gameplay. So again, my first choice, Hunter. I don't know if it's going to be Beast Mastery. I don't know if it's going to be Marksman, but once we get in here, you guys are going to see exactly what I did. So again, the spec feels good. It feels fluid. It feels like it makes sense. And I'm really, really happy with it. Let's speed up this video here a little bit. And let's get into, I'm messing with a weak aura right there. So let's get into the boss. I missed that boss there. Let's get into, here he is right here. So here he is right here. And I'm hitting my cooldowns. So you can see over here, I'm doing some pretty good damage as a Beast Mastery Hunter. You know, I don't have my food buff and stuff, but I hit my cooldowns and we're good. We're golden. It's perfect. I feel good. I hit my kill shot. Everything's fine. Thank God for kill shot. I'm glad it's back. We need an execute. And I'm fine. And again, I'm trying not to do too many spoilers here for you guys. I just kind of want you to see how I check down and do things. So let's speed up the video again. And let's go to where I changed to marksman spec. And marksman spec for me felt really different. It didn't feel great. There was some punch to it, but it just felt, let's see here. Where did I change? Right there. So here's where I changed. And again, I did my check down and I'm good. I'm looking at some stuff I read before, double tap, volley, all that stuff, you know, looking at some of the mythic raid guys, the top 100, which I'm not, just to see where it is. Because again, some choices are not going to be the best choices as far as the talent tree. And I will give every player that. Sometimes it's not worth it to you. But again, one of the things that I noticed here specifically is I'm chained to aim shot. Now aim shot hits pretty hard. Look at that, 4,000, right? It hits pretty hard. The problem is you get 2 and you're out of focus. You're pretty much done. I used volley with explosive shot. Again, it hit hard. You know, because you're using your trick shots and stuff. That's great and all. But again, it felt limited. I felt like I was out of focus all the time and I couldn't quite get to where I wanted to get to. And again, let's speed up, right? Let's go to the boss and I'll show you exactly how I felt about the boss. Let's go. Where is he? Right. So here he is right here. And I'm hitting all my cooldowns. Look at this up here. I'm out of focus already. He's at 3/4 health and I'm out of focus. And I'm having to do steady shots and figure shit out. I can't move. So if he throws something down, that's a DPS loss. Again, one of the things for me is the unlimited movement of Beast Mastery could very well define what spec the hunters play. That's a big, big deal. And I don't think it's given enough credit. Again, everything is still early in Shadowlands. Nothing is locked down as far as, hey, this is the spec you're going to play. That's not where it's at. There's a lot of tuning to be done. There's a lot of changes to be done. We don't know if they're going to change a whole spec at this point because it's underperforming so poorly. We have no idea. So that's where we're at right now. So let's take a look at how I got to the information as far as where to find the information on class discords and where to find parses. Because if you are interested in that, there's a little bit to be gleaned from parses. So let's get into it. So one of the first things you can do is you can go here, warcraftlogs.com, and you click this little button here. You don't need to get into making an account if you don't want to. You go right here. Now again, Mythic Plus dungeons for Shadowlands and Castle Nathria, those are personal logs. They don't really give you overall logs because they're not ready. So you have to go here. We're in the pre-patch, right? So let's go into Mythic Plus dungeons and we're going to click statistics and it's going to pull it up. Hey, these are the top specs right now in pre-patch. So again, Outlaw Rogue number 1, Beast Mastery Hunter number 2. That's in a really, really good spot. We already know this. And again, it has a lot to do with Azurite gear currently, right? So if you go down, let's see, Marksmanship Hunter is, where's Marks? Right here. It's on the bottom, man. Look at this. It's right here, right? Survival is higher. Survival was up here somewhere. Where did I see that? Right above it. It's right above it. So again, it's not in a good spot. And a lot of that has to do with it's underperforming because again, you don't have a legendary that's buffing your spec. That's a big deal in some of the end game for Shadowlands. Beast Mastery Hunter right now doesn't need it, right? So for Mythic Plus dungeons right now going first in, we'll see. That's just it. But right now, Beast Mastery Hunter on the top. If you go to raids and you hit statistics, right? Come on. Hit it. Beast Mastery Hunter number 3, right here. Affliction Warlock number 1, Shadow Priest number 2. And you go down, look at Frost Mage, look at Arcane Mage, Fire Mage is down here. Marksmanship Hunter in the middle. Again, having kill shot helps. Having some of the cooldowns helps. True Shot doesn't really seem to be a whole lot. True Shot's not enough to push it up here past Beast Mastery right now, but that's going to change. And again, everything's subject to change. So you can't set your hat, you can't set your spec on what I'm showing you. It's subject to change, but I'm trying to give you new players and returning players some points of reference, some things you can go see. Also, you can go to here, community discords on Wowhead, and they're all listed right here. Community discords, every class is right here. This is not a one all done all. This is not a one and done. This is not the gospel according to discords. These are interactive conversations. Make sure that you don't take everything to heart because things change. Or maybe your play style, the way you play, you can play different. There was a spec of, what was that, Gladiator Warrior. And we had one Gladiator Warrior that was just outstanding. This person just clicked with the spec. He synergized well and he was crushing it. They took it away. He didn't want to play anymore. And again, that's a choice that people make. But these class discords, make sure these are more in your mind of a guide of maybe, hey, you could try this, you could try that. This works, this doesn't work. It's not the end all be all of how to play the spec. All right, for my second choice for my alt, Scions has decided he's going to play Protection Paladin. I have always loved Paladins ever since I started playing Dungeons and Dragons. Paladins are awesome. Holy Warriors, I love that. I love the fact that I can tank if I want to, if I need to. Probably not going to use it in raids. Maybe I will. I really haven't decided, but I love having a tank that I can take into a Mythic Plus, right? Having a tank, as you can see here, pretty easy to level. They're also in a good spot. I went through the same check down list as I did with everybody else. It wasn't a big deal. And here's what I really like about a Protection Paladin as I'm leveling. I'm just pulling stuff. Look at this. I'm just pulling stuff. I've got everything together. I can mow it down. It's going to be just fine. And again, tanks are going to be predicated on, as far as goodness, predicated on what legendaries they use, all of these things. So those are my choices. Hunter, Protection Paladin, and again, I will level up probably a couple more characters, but I probably won't play them. But I will most probably play a Horde Hunter just because I like both sides of the storyline. That's where I'm at. That's how I'm going to do it. And again, everyone, remember, this is about having fun. As a new player, you want to have fun. I'm kind of trying to help give you guys some of the tools to get in there and dig a little bit more if you want to go higher level. There are players that come in, hey, this is the first time I play WoW. They're a top 100 player. They just get it. They synergize. Everything comes together. It's very, very important that you, again, understand self-awareness. What kind of player are you? I've been really lucky to kind of weasel into mythic pluses, mythic raids, kind of been the last guy standing kind of person. But again, that's me. That's how it works. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe down below. Again, I stream on Twitch. Come see me if you have more questions. A lot of these videos for me are just very, very introductory. I want you to come in. I want you to ask questions because sometimes you guys are asking questions that I don't know the answer. I'll have to look it up. Or maybe someone in my community can answer the question for you. We're here for you, the new player, and I appreciate you guys every day. Every day. I love having new players in my channel. And that's it for me, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.